Welcome to Love Bite.
My wife told me that she didn't love me and never did. So let's begin. I overheard my wife telling her friend that she doesn't love me and never has. She married me because she was pregnant and thought that after giving birth to our baby, she might fall in love with me, but that never happened. When her friend left, I immediately asked her about it, and we had an emotional discussion. She didn't deny it. She told me the same thing she told her friend and said it's true. That's how she feels. I asked her why she married me then. She said she'd rather marry a man she doesn't love but who treats her right, with respect, and takes care of her and her children than a man she loves but who is a fool, incompetent, or lazy. I was shocked and hurt. I asked her what she thinks about our marriage, and she said it's the marriage she always wanted. To our credit, our marriage is really good. Respect is everything, so we never overstep each other's boundaries. And when we have a problem, we figure it out as a team. She never cheated, sexted, or did anything like that because she respects me too much, respects our marriage, and loves our children. Her words, not mine. She also said she knows it's the same on my part. I told her I'd like some time to think about it, and she said to take as much time as I need, assuring me she isn't going anywhere and will accept and work on whatever I decide. I don't know what to do. I'm hurt and confused. So I've been living a dream marriage with a woman who doesn't love me one bit. Basically, she settled for me because I was the best option at the time. To her credit, she's been an amazing wife and mother to our kids. Boy, 9 years old. Girl, 11 years old. I have no doubts about her. She never cheated or hurt me in any other way. She is hardworking, always honest, and is a good role model for our children. I've been thinking of some things I could do. Maybe marriage counseling is needed, but our marriage is one-sided in the love department. I love her with all my heart, and she knows that. I don't know how marriage counseling will help because it won't change her feelings towards me. I don't want a divorce. I love her. Our marriage is amazing, and our children have parents who are really there for them and who, if I can humbly say, are good role models. To sum it up, my part of the marriage is completely filled with love and respect, while hers is entirely based on respect alone. She earns more than me, so she isn't with me for my money. We have been married for 12 years and have known each other for about 15 years. I would like to add something here that I answered in the comments. We started as friends, then became friends with benefits, and over time we evolved into what we are now. I was her only FWB. She had many friends, but I was the only one with benefits. Her ex-boyfriend treated her very poorly, so I think that might have affected her to some extent. I also figured I'd talk with her a few more times before bringing up marriage counseling, only if we couldn't find common ground or fix things ourselves. Like I said in one of my comments, I thought about a small trip over the weekend, just 2 of us, no children. We could relax and have a proper heart-to-heart discussion. So, I decided to take her to my grandparents' house. It's remote, surrounded by fields and forests, and there's even a river close by. It's pretty much a holiday house when you want to leave the city and spend some time in nature. She loves nature, so I thought it'd be a good place. I would be lying if I told you that I wasn't anxious and really worried about asking certain questions and the implications of those questions. I decided to ask, even though I was fully aware that it could be painful. We left our kids with my parents and departed. She pretty much knew the purpose of this trip from the beginning, so in a way it was easier. When we got there, I didn't want to have a discussion immediately. I wanted us to spend some time together. We went for a walk in the forest, did some light work in the garden, took some pictures, and I made her dinner. I also made her a bouquet of flowers I found in the fields. After we had dinner, I brought it up. I told her that what she said a few days ago really hurt me, and that I would like her to share her feelings about me and our marriage so we can at least find middle ground. I also told her that I really didn't like her sharing that with other people before talking to me first. She apologized to me and said she would explain. Basically, her friend is having problems in her own marriage. She's been married for 2 years and wonders how our marriage is so stable. She and her husband have a dynamic of fighting with each other one day and loving each other the next. My wife and I have never had a fight. We've had many disagreements, but we've never hurt each other, at least not until now. Eventually, she got to the problematic part and asked me if I heard what she said after that. I said no because I really didn't. I overheard it when I entered the house to pick up some things I needed and then left. I was also zoned out and didn't pay attention to what was going on around me after hearing that. She explained to me that she never experienced that love with me. She thought it would get better over time, but it never did. I asked her why she didn't explain that when I asked her that day, and she responded by saying that I was emotional and whatever she said could have made it worse. She pretty much understood that whatever she said would have come across as an attempt to make someone feel better or forced. That's why she left me alone, knowing that we would have a talk about this. She was right. I then asked her some of my questions. Not all of them because most of them got answered, but I was interested in these. What does she feel when she sees me? What happens after our children grow up? Did she ever feel that love towards somebody else? What will she do if something happens to me? She said that she felt at home. So she does love me and loves our marriage, but she isn't in love with me. When she sees me, there are no butterflies or fire that make her want to jump on me and rip my clothes off. She feels at home. As for our children growing up, nothing changes. We will still care for, help, and guide them. She explained that over the years, she had felt attraction towards certain men, but it quickly faded. When I asked her why, she said that even though she was initially attracted to them and they showed interest, something always felt off soon afterward, which is why she removed herself from those situations. I asked her if she was never into me and why she slept with me and not her other friends or other guys. She had plenty of friends, and as I mentioned in my first post, I was the only one with benefits. She explained that she felt safe and comfortable with me, something she never felt with anyone else. We became a thing after she broke up with her boyfriend. She opened up about the relationship, saying that he had been physically and emotionally abusive. This was the first time she had spoken about him. I had asked her about her first relationship many times before, but she always brushed it off, saying he wasn't worth mentioning due to how horribly he treated her. She said that she wouldn't want to be anywhere else but next to me and that she would take care of our children. At that point, I really felt bad about everything, and the whole discussion made me sad. I would really like her to go to therapy. I think she still carries scars from all that abuse, especially emotionally, and a proper therapist could really help her.